I did some stand-up comedy. I used to do it fairly regularly, and I was okay. I was all right. I did some like voices and impressions
and Sean Connery as the voice of Itsy Bitsy. I'm a goddamn spider and I'm going to eat your bodies.
Kent and Jake and Keller are all stand-ups or started as stand-ups, and so they started doing the roasts. We had a lot of more of the older comics who were funny, but they didn't know how to really commit to a character. And Kent and Keller and Reber had this nice hybrid of being able to write jokes themselves while also conveying characters. And you see with Kent and Keller, they both come from an acting and stand-up background.
So I did another roast and another, and sort of that's how I came to meet, Kent and April and Jake, sort of being in that comedy scene through the Bardstown. April had done a bunch of plays at the Bardstown and elsewhere.
Yeah, I've been doing theater for a really long time. Started getting into it a lot in high school, and then I was a theater major in college. And then when we started doing performances at the Bardstown, I got to know everyone at the Bardstown really well. And now I'm a board member, and I've done a countless number of shows for them.
And it sort of just evolved from there. You spent a lot of time with the other comedians at open mics, at the roasts, at other various projects, and we just all became pals.
And so we got really lucky that Craig knew a lot of these people and was able to convince a lot of them early on, and they all kind of jumped on board.
Craig Williams approached me about possibly doing Bagged and Board. Didn't know a lot about what was going on, but he sent me a link to Zach Cooper's Epic Speedrun, because when somebody asks you to do a free project, generally it's a bad idea. So I was very hesitant, but once he sent me Zach Cooper's Epic Speedrun, and I saw the quality and production value, and yeah, it was just really good. So that got me really interested in actually working with Pixel Brain Productions.
So I showed her Zach Cooper, and I guess that was what convinced her. Taylor didn't really need that much convincing.
So I was actually really new to Louisville when I first was approached about the web series. I was doing a comedy show at the Bardstown, and Craig was there, and he was like, hey, this might sound weird, but we are looking for this type of character. She needs to be an attractive blonde. She's kind of dumb. He's like, you have the look, but you also have the comedy, so we're hoping, to find someone with the comedic chops to kind of bring her to life. And I was very flattered by that, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, this sounds cool. And I've said this in other interviews before when we were out promoting the show. I'm like, friends, I get to make friends in Louisville because I literally know not hardly any people. I know my parents, and they live in Taylorsville. But I mean, I didn't really have a group here or people to connect with. So this was one of my early chances to connect with people. So I'm like, why the hell not? Let's do this.